Blackrock just released a report on Bitcoin saying it's one of the fastest growing technologies of all time.
But what we found with blockchain and digital assets is that in some ways this is one of the fastest growing technologies we've seen in the last few years.
But what does it mean to be one of the fastest growing technologies? Compared to what exactly?
On the right-hand side of the chart, you can see our adoption curve. This is just looking at how quickly certain assets are adopted by a society. And you can see that blockchain and digital assets are being adopted faster than major revolutions before it, whether that's the internet or whether that's cell phones.
Now, all of this we're hearing from a talk in Brazil that a Blackrock executive gave over the weekend, but I found that talk and I'm giving it to you, but it didn't make sense to me. Why is Blackrock saying Bitcoin adoption is going to be faster than the internet? Well, they give us some reasons here.
And there's a couple of reasons for this. The first reason is just we're living in a more digital economy than ever before. If we're consuming things online, streaming videos, playing video games, buying digital content, it makes sense to have digitally native assets to conduct those transactions.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. We have the hardware now. Everybody has a smartphone or a PC, and so now we actually have an ability to transact crypto out the gate. Not so much the deal with internet 20 years ago. And the second reason talks about something half the globe is going to do this year.
And there's secondly, and importantly, in a year like this year, where over half the world's population is voting for new leadership, not just the elections in the United States, in Mexico, in India, and the European Union, we're seeing more geopolitical risk than before, and in fact, declining trust in institutions, whether that's trust in government institutions for maintaining peace and order, whether that's trust in central banks in terms of keeping inflation under control. More distrust has exacerbated the need for a global monetary alternative.
So then they talk about how distrust is at an all-time high. It makes a lot of sense. I think more people know about inflation than at any time in history. I would say there's probably times in history where less than 10% of people care about inflation. Today, I feel like it's more than 50%. Now we are prime for crypto adoption, whether it's the ability to transact because we have the hardware, or our distrust is also at an all-time high with our governmental agencies. Now is set for Bitcoin adoption to go widespread quickly. But what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, I found a slide that definitely gives me my answer, and then we have a Bitcoin price prediction, and it's this side right here. So the pitch for crypto has been leaked. They're pitching Bitcoin as a risk-off asset and the other cryptocurrencies as risk-on. Let's zoom in a little bit here, and you're gonna see Bitcoin on this side, Ethereum or / Ether on this side, and then risk-on versus risk-off, saying risk-off. This is no longer a risky investment. In fact, it is a hedge against increasing global disorder and declining trust in governments, banks, and fiat currencies. Know that there's a scam with the central banks, and we know that Bitcoin is that solution. Now let's talk prices, everybody. So for prices, well, we're going to take a little victory lap on a coin, which was SWI, because I'm talking about a bull flag pennant. That is how we're going to get the Bitcoin price target. But I want to show you a past bull flag pennant on how accurate they are. Now, I told people SWI was about a pump. This was over 2 weeks ago. This is right around this area. It started to cool down. No one thought SWI was still going to be bullish. In fact, look at this little resistance area right here. You just see it was just rejecting. A lot of people thought it was going to reject again, but I saw something bullish. Part of it was this bull flag pennant. Now, you can see where we peaked in the last 48 hours. There is no way this bull flag pennant would hit that line, right? There's just no way that crypto... Oh my God, just look at that, folks. So bull flag pennants are something to take seriously here. So let's do it one more time. Now, this is the bull flag pennant. Many people say it's just because it starts so low, there's just no way that this can play out. I mean, we're talking about a pennant from 25K going all the way upwards north of $75,000, 73. I do think this bull flag pennant is in play. You look at what happened with SWI. Look at what Blackrock is doing with their executives, giving presentations on Bitcoin and saying it is a risk-off asset. I think this bull flag pennant is going to play out, and then this is going to give us a short-term price prediction here. I would say by the end of Q1 2025, $114,000 for Bitcoin. So I see what Blackrock is saying about Bitcoin. I see the bull flag pennant starting to play out, and I think this one can play out as well. So Bitcoin, you basically are not bullish enough, folks. This is my short-term price prediction here, given just the strength of Bitcoin, the narrative, and seeing the adoption and seeing all the reasons why Blackrock think this is about to take off faster than cell phones, faster than the internet. There's no stopping this train, everybody. I'm DZ for Discover Crypto. Hit that like button on the way out. I'll see you and your Blackrock bags at the top.